From Instagram silence to global headlines, Jungkook's first story hides a secret about V, breaking tonight. What began as a simple Instagram update has spiraled into a storm of speculation, fan theories, and global headlines that refuse to die down. After months of near-total silence on his personal social media, BTS's Jungkook finally broke the drought with a single Instagram story. A fleeting image, barely on the screen for 24 hours, has left ARMY in a frenzy. Not just because of what he posted, but because of what they think he didn't say. And the biggest question burning across timelines is this: was Jungkook sending a hidden message to V? The post seemed innocent enough at first glance. A moody photo, soft lighting, and the kind of understated aesthetic Jungkook is known for. No caption, no emojis, just a moment in time, gone in a day. But in the world of BTS, nothing is ever truly just a moment. Fans zoomed in, dissected the frame, adjusted the brightness, and claimed they spotted something impossible to ignore: a reflection, a shape, a presence. Some swear they saw V's unmistakable silhouette in the background, and so the theories began. Why now? Why, after weeks of silence, did Jungkook decide this was the moment to reappear? Why such a carefully constructed shot when he knows every pixel will be analyzed under a microscope? And if V really was there, why hide him? Was this a quiet show of solidarity after the rumored Paris fallout, or a defiant gesture meant to be noticed by only the most devoted fans? We have to remember, Jungkook has mastered the art of saying everything without saying anything. His pauses, his silences, his choice of timing, each has been known to ignite speculation, and this time is no different. What he posted may matter less than when he posted it. The date, the hour, even the minute, it all lines up with moments in Taehyung's recent public timeline. Just days ago, V was photographed walking out of a private recording studio in Seoul, looking uncharacteristically serious. No smile, no wave, no playful interaction with fans. It was a sharp contrast to his usual warm demeanor. At the time, some assumed he was simply tired, but now, with Jungkook's mysterious story in play, the narrative has shifted. Could the two events be connected? Could Jungkook's story be a direct response to whatever was happening with V that day? There's also the matter of the background music, or rather, the absence of it. Jungkook often accompanies his posts with a song, sometimes a current hit, sometimes a deep-cut favorite. This time, silence. Deafening silence. Which, in the world of BTS, can sometimes speak louder than any track. Fans argue that the silence was intentional, a mirror to V's own recent social media disappearance, or perhaps a subtle acknowledgement of the tension swirling between them in the public eye. But here's where it gets even more complicated. A handful of eagle-eyed ARMY claim they noticed something far more revealing in the story, an item believed to belong to V. A ring. Not just any ring, but one he has been seen wearing in multiple fan-taken photos over the past year. Could Jungkook have chosen this frame precisely because it would show up if you knew where to look? Or was it an accident he didn't anticipate? The reaction online has been nothing short of explosive. "It's him. It has to be," wrote one fan on X, attaching an overexposed screenshot from the story alongside paparazzi images of V wearing the exact same ring. Others have called it wishful thinking, accusing the fandom of reading too much into what might be nothing more than a trick of the light. But as history has shown, when it comes to BTS and hidden messages, the line between coincidence and intention is often razor-thin, and perhaps the most telling part of all. Neither Jungkook nor V has addressed the situation directly. Not a single clarifying word. No denial, no confirmation, just the sound of millions of fans refreshing their feeds, waiting for something that may never come. So we have to ask, is this calculated silence part of a bigger game? Is Jungkook using the fleeting nature of Instagram stories to send messages without leaving permanent traces? Or was this, in the simplest terms, just a young man sharing a private moment with the world, unaware of the wildfire it would spark? If this was meant as a message to V, it wouldn't be the first time the two have communicated in ways only they seem to fully understand. Over the years, their interactions have been riddled with inside jokes, shared glances, and moments that leave fans wondering if there's a deeper layer to their friendship, one that plays out as much in subtle cues as in public declarations. But the timing remains suspicious. We can't ignore the fact that Jungkook's post came mere hours after media outlets in South Korea published fresh rumors about V's upcoming solo projects and about possible creative differences between him and other members. Could Jungkook's story be a quiet show of support, a way of telling the world he's on V's side without saying so directly? Or could it be something else entirely, a private warning, a coded signal only V would understand? One thing is certain. This wasn't just another post. The internet wouldn't be on fire if it were. The ripple effects are already being felt far beyond Instagram. Mainstream media outlets are picking up the story, entertainment commentators are weighing in, and even casual fans, people who don't usually follow BTS's every move, are asking, what's going on between Jungkook and V? And that might be the most telling sign of all. Whatever this was, message, coincidence, or carefully crafted stunt, it worked. It pulled V's name back into headlines. It reignited conversations about their relationship. And it reminded the world that even in silence, BTS can speak volumes. The question is, what will they say next? From the moment Jungkook broke his months-long Instagram silence with a single story, the internet has been on fire.
But why?
Why would one of the most influential idols in the world, someone known for his careful, deliberate social media presence, choose this exact moment to speak, and why in such a cryptic way? And more importantly, why are armies convinced that this seemingly innocent post is secretly about V? Could this be more than just coincidence? Or are we witnessing the beginning of something far deeper, far more personal than any of us expected? The story itself was nothing flashy, no glossy promotional photo, no behind-the-scenes rehearsal clip. Instead, it was raw, unpolished, and oddly intimate. Within minutes, fans began dissecting every pixel, zooming in on the lighting, the background, even the faint shadows in the corner of the frame. And it wasn't long before someone noticed something strange, a detail so small it could have been missed entirely. But once spotted, it couldn't be unseen. A faint blur in the reflection, the outline of someone familiar. Could that silhouette be V? The shape of the hair, the posture, it matched eerily well with recent paparazzi shots of him leaving a private event in Seoul. But that raises more questions than answers. If Jungkook really captured V in his story, was it intentional? Was it a subtle nod meant only for those paying close attention? Or was it a quiet message, hidden in plain sight, that only the most devoted fans would decode? This wouldn't be the first time Taehyung, the pairing name for Taehyung, V, and Jungkook, have sent the fandom into chaos with subtle, almost invisible interactions. In fact, their history is full of small, easily overlooked moments that explode into trending topics once ARMY pieces them together. A glance during a concert, a shared item of clothing, matching Instagram posts within minutes of each other. But this time feels different. This time, it's not a random coincidence. It feels intentional, calculated, and maybe even urgent.